Guess the song. I love this song. It sounds like the kind of song that will be playing when like this kind of universe is being created, you know. But yeah, we are here, man. We're not really sure what is going on. We're not really sure what we're supposed to be doing. We're not even sure how to feel. We are all confused. We all want things to be better for us. We all want to find ways to minimize our suffering. We all want answers. It's crazy that we are here. It's crazy that this was possible. But we are here. Now you are watching Benedictine on your laptop, on your phone. Isn't it crazy that you exist though? Of all the things that could have been possible, you exist, you are self-aware. And you feel like there's something wrong with the place you exist in. So not only do you exist, which is something that doesn't seem like it should have been possible, but you exist in a place that you do not even like. You exist in a place that you think is not good. You are suffering. That's weird. How do you set yourself free? I often tell people that, hey, to set yourself free, you set yourself free mentally while you're still here. That is very, very important. You need to set yourself free mentally. Like, you need to free yourself mentally. You don't know what's out there. You don't know what kind of entities you'll be dealing with out there. You can see that the technology that we have now is not the kind of technology that we had in 1990. Things that were impossible in 1990 are possible now. So imagine what you're going to be dealing with when you leave this realm. People talk about, hey, don't go to the white light. Do you think those entities ain't watching us? Like, oh, okay, this motherfuckers have figured it out that when they go to the white light, they come back here. So now we gotta be smarter. I believe that if we want to truly free ourselves, we need to learn to free ourselves while we are still here. I think the real fight isn't going to be fought in this realm. I think the real fight is going to be fought outside of this realm. I don't know if I'm still a very big fan of MMA, but I still watch MMA fights. I watch, before the actual fight, fighters like to post on their socials. You know, sometimes they'll post videos of them training. Sometimes they just say something about their opponent. I watch their interviews. From watching their interviews, from watching what they post, from watching how they train, most of the time I'm able to tell how they're going to perform in the octagon. Watching how they train, listening to what they say, watching what they post, when they do the weigh in, their body language, when they do face off, like, they stand and look at the fighter that will be fighting, and look at their eye, what's going on, do they seem confident? Because I think you win before you go into the octagon. You lose before you go into the octagon. Meaning the preparation is that important. You will know if you're well prepared. You will know if you don't have injuries. You know if you're 100%. That means the preparation is important. The preparation is not the real fight, but you win when you prepare yourself very well. So, to truly escape the hell realm, I don't think this is really the battle here. Here we need to prepare ourselves for what is next. Because if we don't, we might find ourselves back here easily. If you are here, you already know that it's possible for you to be in a realm like this. Why do you think it's impossible for you to come back? If you already know that this realm exists, what makes it impossible for you to come back? If something can happen, it can happen again. If something has never happened, you could think, it has never happened, so it's probably not going to happen. But if something has happened, Usain Bolt is like the fastest runner in the world right now, right? It's still like no one has beat his record, right? We know someone will because it happened. I mean, even if they don't beat their record, his record, they'll be able to at least, tie with him. Right, like even if they're not able to beat his record, maybe they'll be able to run as fast as he did. Because that's possible. We already know that is possible. You see that we're being deceived in so many different ways in this realm. That is true. But most of us are able to see when we're being deceived. I remember when one of the most popular presidents in the world almost got... When I watched that video, I could tell that the whole thing, like something was wrong. Remember, there's some prophet who predicted the attempted whatever. They predicted that. And we know that people are full of shit. They don't get it right. Like, we're talking about people who don't always get it right. So how did they get it right? Doesn't it seem like it was planned? They're smart, that they know how to manipulate people. You might say, well, but some people lost their lives. You think they care? If people cannot see when they're being manipulated, and you are able to see when you're being manipulated, that means you are becoming more and more conscious. You are becoming more and more aware, which is something that's really, really important. To set yourself free, you must be able to see when you are being manipulated in this realm. This is training. Look at this as training, because it's not that hard to see when you're being manipulated. When people are in your life and they're trying to manipulate, it's not that hard to see. There are men who married women who didn't love them, who only wanted money from them. They weren't able to see that, even though the signs were there. Other people were able to see that from afar. Like, what's going on? Like, he immediately told me, it doesn't say that she just wants his money. What's going on here? If you still allow yourself to be manipulated in this realm, sometimes you are able to see the signs, but you still allow yourself to be manipulated. Imagine what's going to happen when you go into realms where the level of deception is next level. Remember, there's like, things cannot remain the same. Things cannot remain the same. People are learning better ways to do things. So those entities will always be learning better ways to do things. If they want to bring you back here, they're not going to use old methods. They will use methods that will work. They know that now we know a lot. We've seen a lot of movies where people are being manipulated. We know a lot about like technology, right? We know that with technology they can create holograms. We've seen movies where people were able to shape shift. Now we know, you know what I mean? Like back then, maybe it was easy for them to, like in the afterlife, for these entities to take the form of a person that you loved when you were here, and then they talk to you like, yeah, I'm your father. You know, we've been waiting for you, and you start crying. Yeah, come with us. But now we know what's possible. We know what's possible. We know that we could be manipulated. So of course, the level of deception will have to be upgraded. So you're going to be dealing with the highest level of deception. So if you still allow yourself to be deceived in this realm, hey, I feel sorry for those who are still religious. Hey, Jesus Christ, this, like, if you don't see that that's deception, how the heck are you going to set yourself free? I mean, that's basic compared to what you're going to be dealing with. Them giving you some book that was written many years ago. They're telling you about some dude that died and came back to life, and he's gonna save you. You know, you just have to believe in him, give your life to him, preach his word. If you don't see that, that's lies. Obviously, you're coming back here. Obviously, there's no way out. Like, there's no way out for you. You're not. You still have a lot of work to do. You know, you still have to figure out what is actually possible before you are able to escape this. You exit the hell realm while you're still in it. You exit it mentally. So you need to be as authentic as possible. You need to know people's true intentions when they're in your life. Does this person really fuck with me? Or they just want something? Does this person really fuck with me? Or they're just, they just, maybe things are just not going well for them. They need someone who's going to be there for them now, but they're going to leave as soon as things go well for them. Like, you need to be able to tell when people are not in your life for the right reasons. When people are trying to manipulate you, you need to be able to tell. Because it's not hard to tell when a person is manipulating you. All the people that ended up betraying us, they've shown us that they were going to betray us. We just chose to believe that what we saw wasn't the truth. Each and every person. I mean, if a person ends up betraying you and they haven't shown you any sign, you have to clap hands for them, because not many people are able to play that kind of game like that. They're not able to deceive people like that. Like, they will show you. You will see. You will see, especially if you are real. That's what I'm saying. You have to be real. You have to be as real as possible. If you are real, people are not able to hide their intentions that well. But if you are not real, if you are not honest yourself, they can easily hide their intentions. You see, if you are real, you force people to be real. You see, that's why if you are real, a lot of people who are fake ain't gonna like you, because you're forcing them to be real. You're operating at a level that forces them to be real, because they literally need to be operating at your level to actually connect with you. So they have to be real, you know. So they will try to be fake, but you still see the truth. So it will be you who choose to believe that they're in your life for the right reasons, even if they're not, based on how you feel. You know, it needs to get to a point where you conquer your emotions. It needs to get to a point where you conquer your emotions, where you actually listen to your own mind than to listen to your emotions. Emotions are part of the matrix, right? They don't exist outside of the matrix. They actually exist in the matrix. And emotions are what's keeping people in very low state of consciousness, because if you are making decisions based on emotions, and the matrix and emotions are part of the matrix, of course emotions ain't gonna be what's gonna help you free yourself. So you need to think as rationally as possible. You can fall in love with a person who doesn't love you at all. When you think as rationally as possible, you say that, but this person doesn't love me, but I love them. There's this guy that loves me. This guy, no, he has good intentions, for real. I can see that if I stuck with him, things wouldn't be that bad for me. But I don't love him. I love this one. Yeah. What's going to happen in the afterlife is that someone is going to tell you the truth, maybe. Maybe you'll be given a choice. There will be someone who will just be telling you the truth, that, hey, here's what's going on. Then there will be this beautiful angel that can perform some tricks, that's going to lie to you, and you're going to feel something. Because I don't think what people experience as the afterlife is really the afterlife. I think it's still in the matrix, like they're still in the matrix. If there's deception, you're still in the matrix, right? I think when you've truly escaped the matrix, there won't be deception. So people who say they've had near-death experiences, they're still in this realm. It's just that they have an opportunity to escape, but they're still being deceived so that they come back. I think that's how it works. You know, I think they're not supposed to keep us here without us kind of consenting, not necessarily choosing, but consenting without knowing what we're consenting to. So not necessarily not really choosing that, yeah, I want to go into that realm and choose this family and all, like being lied to, like, you know, being manipulated without really knowing what you're doing. Like if they say go into the white light, and then you go into the white light and boom, you are here, and then they'll say you chose to be here because you chose to go into the white light. Nope, you didn't. You were just not conscious enough, and that's the problem. So you allowed some entities. Even now, we get deceived a lot, bro. I tell myself this. Whenever I'm going through a heartbreak, I tell myself that it's 100% my fault. I should have realized it earlier that this person was not real. Like, it's my fault. How did I not realize that? Because no one is going to break your heart if you know they're not real. It's not possible. If they do something that you already knew they were going to do at some point, you're like, yeah, I already known that was going to happen. I was actually anticipating that. I knew that was going to happen. I'm good. I'm able to sleep tonight. Now I'm at peace. Yes, I feel brilliant. Actually, I feel like I'm very intelligent. because I've realized what was going to happen. before it happened, and I still acted right. I didn't cause it to happen. I acted right. I acted like I know nothing. I acted like a person who trusts them, but I knew that it was going to happen, you know? So yeah, people are being deceived every day in this realm. Every day. People are being scammed, bruh. How did someone get scammed R1,000,000? Like what? People giving their pastors money just because some dude is wearing a nice suit and he knows how to speak and he looks handsome. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna give this person 2,000,000 rand. Give him 2,000,000 rand for what? There have been pastors who scam old people their pension money. Find that someone worked how many years? 30 years. 30 fucking years. And you give all your money to your pastor, to someone who's way younger than you. But yeah, this is the man of God. He is the man of God. Really? Calling that man daddy. Not Didi. Daddy. Do you see that? Really, the real problem is that people have not worked on themselves enough to see the truth. So they're getting manipulated. And this kind of people who are being manipulated here, there's no way that they're going to figure out when they're being manipulated in what we call the afterlife. There's no way. If they're dealing with some beings that can shape shift, there's no way. These beings will just play nice music and look as beautiful as possible, sound exactly how you expect an angel to sound, and you feel a lot of love. You know, love bomb you too. You feel a lot of love. Be like, yo, we've been waiting for you. Wow. You know, you're great. You've lived your life very well. It needs, as a man, it needs to get to a point where no matter how beautiful a woman is, if she's not real, she's not real. She gotta go. As men be worshiping beautiful women, bro, who treat them like shit, who don't even care about them, who don't even think about them. But when she's alone, she's not even thinking about you at all. She doesn't even think about you as. She just remembers that you exist when you text her. She'll be like, oh, there's this guy. Please send me 300. I need to do my hair. You send her. Oh, thank you so much, sweetie. This also applies to women. There's this super handsome guys be using you like crazy. You have to see what's real. This year, that's what I'm focusing on. I need to see what is real, right? Like, I mean, last year I did very well, but this year I'm not compromising at all. I need to see what is real. When my father passed away, like I told you guys, the people that I thought were gonna come to my dad's funeral didn't come. Even the people that were close to him, because my dad he liked people, so he liked my friends. He liked some of my friends. So he would treat them very well, and you know, he would sometimes chill with them. He would help them. You find that they're very close. When he passed away, they didn't come. I was alone, bro. My sister's friends came. I was alone. I was surprised, actually. I was like, damn, that means I'm alone. But I shouldn't have been surprised. I should have been able to realize that I don't have people that got my back like that. Because that was the time that I truly needed. That's the time that I truly needed people, you know, because of course, with my dad gone, I'm the man now. And it's not easy. Like, dealing with funeral arrangements alone. I don't have a brother. I only have sisters. They don't work. So everything was on me. Find that, yeah, when they're digging the grave, I have to be there, you know. I'm needed somewhere else, you know. My dad joined some funeral policies. I have to be there. I'm needed at home. There's this problem. Hey, they need a car to do this and that. I have to call people. Hey, please help in this way, in this way. I'm from a village where, we've left that village. So we're no longer considered to be part of the village. So I have to negotiate with the kings of the village that would bury my father there, and they need money. And dude, everything was on me. I didn't have people that were helping me. So that kind of opened my eyes. That, damn, I'm alone in it. And at the time, you are also grieving, right? It's hard. You've just lost your father, and you're dealing with all these problems at once. But yeah, I dealt with everything well, you know. But I realized that, no, man. You know what I realized? I realized that in this world, you can't really say you have friends. You know, maybe people are your friends when it's convenient. You are friends with these people when it's convenient. And anyone can change. Like, anyone can change. Anyone. Like, you must keep that in mind. Anyone can change. For the right price, anyone can change. Things go too well for them, they can change. People can change, bruh. You could have people in your life, connect with them, and you think everything is good, and then maybe things go extremely well for them. Maybe they get a good job, they start making money, and they stop thinking about you. Now they are friends with people on their level, and you'll be surprised, like, damn, I used to connect with this person a lot. What is actually going on? Like, me and this person would chill for hours, talk for hours, would help each other. Now that they got this, and yeah, that's how it works. So we need to keep our eyes open, you know. So every time when I get hurt, I'm like, it's my fault. It's 100% my fault. I should have seen the signs. It's the lies that I'm telling myself, really, because of how I feel about this person. Or because I was ignoring the red flags, right? So I'm learning to accept the truth about people, you know. When I see that, okay, there's a problem here, I don't even avoid that problem. I don't ignore that problem. Like, okay, let's figure out what's causing this problem. Is this person genuine? So that I'm never going to be hurt again, right? But also so that I'll be able to see when I'm being deceived, right? So that no matter what level of deception I deal with, I'm able to see when I'm being deceived. Yes, at this level of consciousness, I'm not an easy person to deceive, but because this is training, I must win all the time. I must figure out when someone is trying to deceive me. I must figure that out. Let's think about it, man. Think about it. Let's say you don't believe God exists, and then you find yourself in the afterlife, and God appears. What are you going to think? Oh, I'm sorry, I listened to Benedictine. I'm sorry I was an atheist. I'm sorry I doubted your existence. No, you gotta see if you are really dealing with God. As if these beings can shape-shift. I mean, like I'm telling you, that the technology that they have now, of course, is nothing compared to what they have wherever we're going. This is nothing. Like, you see how limited we are. Well, when you're dreaming, you're able to fly sometimes. You're able to do things that are impossible. Obviously, in other realms, yeah, there's... And also, in the Matrix itself, remember, there's technology that they're not even showing us. So, of course, this technology might actually be used to keep us trapped here. Like, things ain't what they seem. Some people will look at the moon and be like, yeah, that's a satellite. They look at the sun. It's like, Things don't even serve the purpose that we think they serve. So you need to keep your eyes open. And like in this realm, as you can see, you are being deceived a lot. You can see that people ain't speaking the truth. People are lying. People are just trying to survive. So you need to always keep your eyes open. And look at life as if you are alone and you are dealing with an evil demon that is feeding you all these illusions just to keep you trapped. Look at life that way. So I don't allow people to manipulate me, man. My friends sometimes get angry if, for example, I meet a beautiful girl and then she makes a small mistake and I let her go. Like very easily. But like, what, dude? You let that one go? This guy. But like, I know exactly what I'm doing. And right now I'm looking for something that is real. To me, now it's about what is real, bro. It's not about status. It's not about you worshiping me or anything like that. Now it's about the truth. I ain't accepting no fucking lie, bro. If I'm listening to a person that's telling me lies, I'm gonna tell them that, hey, you lying. We need the truth now. No more faking anything. We escape the hell realm while we're still in it. And you need to be as real as possible. You need to be as authentic as possible. You need to call people out on their BS. That's also important because you're training your mind. So that even in what we call the afterlife, if you're dealing with some angels that are trying to like manipulate you, you call them out on the BS. So that they will turn into demons and you realize, oh shit, it was a demon all along. Yeah, the journey is not easy. It's not even easy. It's hard, but you are in a hell room. You have to walk through fire to free yourself. That's the thing. You're not freeing yourself if you're believing every lie that you're being told. You are trapping yourself, basically. You're trapping yourself more. Meet a person, oh, I can't live without this person. I've never felt this way before. What have they done to prove to you that they are great and they're good for you? What have they done? Nothing. But you can't live without them. I've never loved like this before. But that person doesn't even care about you. That person doesn't even care about your feelings. That person doesn't even talk to you like that. That person doesn't even express themselves or tell you how much they love you. Like, they don't care, but you can't live. How the fuck are you gonna escape the hell room? How? What do you think is gonna happen in the afterlife? Ain't you gonna be dealing with some, like if you're a girl and you like these tall beings that are just beautiful and all that with long hair, you're gonna be dealing with them. They'll bring you back here, bruh. Because we are more agreeable to people that we love. But if you use your mind, you don't allow people to manipulate you. Like, you know what? I know this is how I feel, but this person has not proven anything. They've not really shown me that they love me. So, no. If I gotta be with someone, I gotta be with this one because they've shown me consistently that they love me. So if I need to be with someone, you don't need to be with anyone, by the way. In this realm, love is not even what we think it is. Like I've been telling y'all that we're programmed, like it's about procreation, basically. As a woman, you're supposed to be turned on by the most handsome guy, survival of the fittest. As a man, you're supposed to be turned on by the most beautiful woman who's healthy. The healthier the woman, the more attractive. You know what I mean? You see how nature is tricking us into bringing people into this realm. So love isn't even what you think it is. If it was what you think it was, we will be able to love. Like if like a man who's like a 10 will be able to love a girl who's like a 2 or 3, just because love is actually real. But no, it doesn't work that way. A woman who's a 10 should be able to love a guy who's like a 4. Not because the guy has money, not because the guy is a high value man. No, it's, be a high value man, I guess. They would rank you would rank high. But because That's a soulmate. And that's a soulmate. People talk about this soulmate shit as if it's real. I'm like, if it was real, you'd see someone like Beyonce, Jay-Z, dating someone like Jay-Z, someone who looks like Jay-Z, but who's broke as fuck, who works at McDonald's or who doesn't even have a job. That will tell you that, yes, soulmates, you know what I mean? Because that will mean that when you meet your soulmate, you know that this is my soulmate. Even if that person is homeless. Even if that person is crazy. Even if that person is sick. But it doesn't happen. But people be telling themselves, hey, soulmates, this and that. Like, stop lying to yourself. To escape this thing, you gotta stop telling yourself lies. There are no soulmates here. There are no... someone asked me about... What did they ask me about? Something related to soulmates. Twin flames. Like, look, don't let these new age spiritual teachers fool you, all right? But like, oh, I'll teach you, you know, how to find your twin. Some of them will even choose, like they'll even choose for a person who their twin flame is. I mean, who are they? Twin flame. Like, oh, that's your twin flame. You gotta. You find that those people are not compatible at all. They don't love each other at all. They don't agree on anything. They just can't work. But like, hey, that's your twin flame. Nah. I know we desperately want to believe that we're having a positive experience, and we're not. There are no soulmates. There are no twin flames here. There is no love in this realm. Humans don't love one another. Animals don't love one. You know what I mean? It's about survival, bruh. It's about survival. If the game changed, right? If the game changed and you find that monkeys took over and they enslaved us, women would love monkeys more than they love guys who are handsome, bruh. Because they'll have taken over, and it's about survival. So women would start to fall in love with you're not listening. I mean, men are just programmed to just love beautiful women. So even if monkeys took over, they'll still love beautiful women because that's just how they've been programmed. But yeah, if they created artificial intelligence that was able to mimic human behavior, and that looked like, let's just say they created like robots that look like humans, that look just like humans, but more beautiful than human. You think niggas will be in relationships anymore? You think women would even want to be in relationships anymore? They'll just buy these robots. Be like, oh, you know, when you love someone, you love their soul. No, it doesn't work that way. It's not even. It doesn't really work that way. Like, humans will end up loving those robots, even though they know these robots don't even have souls. You know, we tell ourselves a lot of lies. We tell ourselves a lot of lies, and that's why we get hurt in the end. That's why we get manipulated in the end. That's why we get deceived in the end. We have to realize where we are and how this realm actually works. You see, try to have, if we feel like relationships are important, try to have real relationships with people, relationships that are based on truth, you know, where people understand each other, you know, people understand that they are compatible, they understand how they are helping each other, you know. What am I bringing into your life? What are you bringing into my life? And, you know, are you making me stronger? And yeah, we figure out how to make it work, but knowing that it can end at any point. It can end, you know. I remember when I truly got my heart broken. It was 2018. Me and this girl had a great relationship, great communication, great everything. To be honest, you know, any person will be able to tell that she loves me. She wasn't the kind of girl, like, if we meet, wouldn't be going to restaurants and all. Like, she would not even want us to go to a restaurant, even if I had money. She would be like, I ate. Let's just go and chill, and we'll talk like crazy. I'm talking about real connection here, right? We'll talk, and I would forget that the world existed. It would just be me and her. We'll just talk, laugh, joke. There was no dull moment with her at all. No dull moment. Whenever I was with her, the conversations were not forced. Like, I can't even explain it. Like, I'd never connected with any person the way that I connected with this girl. You know, the connection was next level. Even when we were friends, because we were friends first and then we became lovers. I'm talking about next level connection. She understood my situation. I was broke as they come. She understood. And then she found some guy who had money, who was able to help her financially. And then things started to change. Why am I telling you this? I'm telling you that any person can change. Any person. Doesn't matter what kind of connection you have, any person can change. You know, we need to stop telling ourselves when we meet people that, oh, this is the one, hey, this is my soulmate, this is this and that. Anyone can change in this realm. So in the end, you just have to realize that you are the only person that you can trust, and try your best to see the truth about people. You see? Yes, there will be people who will ride with you until the end, and that is beautiful, but I think for the right price, anyone can change. I think for the right price, anyone can change. Like, anyone can sacrifice you for the right price. So, yeah, we need to keep that in mind. Yes, let's appreciate the people who are in our lives. It's hard to do this shit alone. It's hard. But if you see that the relationship that you have with people isn't working, yes, you're better off alone. You don't have to force relationships. You don't have to make relationships work. If they're not working, they're not working. Learn to be alone, learn to heal. You know, that's also good, because even in the afterlife, you won't feel the need to be loved. I mean, that's someone, I think I saw this post on Facebook. Someone said the need to be loved is the last illusion. Give it up. Yeah. You'll be alone and you'll be like, oh, I want someone, and then this entity that looks beautiful comes and then it manipulates you, and then you're in another trap. I think we fell into this fucked up state of consciousness that way. It's loneliness, you know, feeling alone and all that. Like, now we need to feel rich. We need to feel like we need to be comfortable being alone, so that we don't get into trouble by being with wrong people. You see, so it's up to us to train ourselves to be okay with being alone, you know, if what's out there isn't real, right? If you can say that the options that I have are not good, so they're not worth it. In the end, I'm going to be suffering. I can see that there's wolves everywhere. So just because I'm afraid to be alone, I'm going to be with these wolves, knowing that they're going to eat me when they get a chance? Nah, no way. I would rather be alone and figure out how to be okay with being alone, you know, get used to that. Make sure that I'm not being manipulated. Some of y'all are very easy to manipulate because you don't want to be alone. You're so afraid to be alone. So imagine what's going to happen when you're dealing with entities in the afterlife. They know your weaknesses. So you beat the hell room while you're still here. If you lost a friend and you're still stressing, it means you still have a lot of work to do, because people do change in this realm. You know, people do change. Some of these people have shown you that they were not real. Now you're stressing like, oh, I got betrayed by this person, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they showed you that they were going to betray you. You just chose to ignore the signs for some reason. So that's on you. And you have now, you should take that as a lesson. Like, yeah, actually, this is wonderful, because now I know the truth about this person. You know? I believed that this person was real, but now I see they ain't. So that's actually beautiful. I shouldn't be stressing. I shouldn't be crying. I should be celebrating because I've seen the truth. That's actually a positive thing. The fact that I've seen the truth is a positive thing. You see? Because in the hell realm, you can't really trust anything in this messed up realm. You can't. You have to always keep your eyes open. You shouldn't let your feelings detect your actions. I'm taking this action because this is how I feel. No. Get your feelings out the way and think. You'll be able to make logical decisions. I do understand that you feel good when you make decisions that align with your emotions. But it's very possible that your emotions are not leading you towards the right direction, and you get fucked in the end, and you won't be able to recover, right? Someone can fuck you over and you're not able to recover. Like people who, I remember I saw this article about some soccer, just I don't watch soccer, some soccer player that's getting divorced by his wife. She cheated on him and she's divorcing him and she wants half of his shit. Like, she fucked him over. She's accustomed to that kind of lifestyle that he was giving her, but she doesn't love him anymore. She's getting half his shit. See how messed up that is? The signs were there. You're not telling me that the signs weren't there. The signs were there. He chose to ignore the signs. The signs will always be there, bruh. You date a woman, she's cheating on her husband with you, and then he finds out, he breaks up with her. You date her and marry her. Signs are there, bruh. Like, what did you think was gonna happen? You think, her husband was just weak and all? No, she's gonna get tired of you. She's gonna do the same thing that she did to her husband to you. Remember, I came across a video on TikTok. This lady is in court. You know what she did? She's from Zimbabwe. She was married to a man who's also from Zimbabwe. She unalived him. He had a house here in South Africa. She unalived him, buried him in the yard. She was cheating on him. In fact, she unalived him with the guy she was cheating with. The guy moved in to their house. He started being abusive. She unalived him. You understand how messed up that is? So the guy thought, she loves me. She's willing to unalive her husband. No. That's who she is. She unalived him. She had 2 sons. An older son started to threaten her, like, yo, I'm gonna tell the cops what happened, because they knew what happened. Unalived him. And then she was left with the youngest son. The youngest son started to get sick. They went to a sangoma, and he told the sangoma that he feels like the reason why he's being sick is because of what his mother did. He confessed everything, and the sangoma went to the cops, and she's in court now. But the point that I'm trying to make is that people do show us who they are. We just choose to close our eyes because of our feelings. You see? That's what I'm trying to say to you. The demiurge. And he's showing you what he is if you believe in the Christian God. We're talking about a dude that unalived children just because they laughed at his servant. I mean, kids will laugh when they see something funny, but they do grow. They do actually grow. People do grow. There are people who used to bully, like that when they were kids, they used to bully other kids, but they've grown and they are totally against bullying. People do grow. So you can't punish a kid is just like 9 because he's laughing and say he doesn't know what the heck he's doing. I remember there's something horrible that I did when I was young. I have to confess. So I think I was 7, right? My grandmother is blind. So she sent me to at the time there was, there was water coming out of our taps at that time because we just come out of the apartheid government thing. Like the Boers knew what they were doing. Like things were working. Now in my village there's no water. Since we got the democracy, what they call democracy, democracy. But yeah, you know what I did? I peed on the cup. I peed inside the cup. While I was peeing inside the cup, my uncle caught me. And then he took me, it was my grandmother, my dad, my mom, and some few people. And he told them what I did. I don't know why they laughed. I didn't take it as a big deal because that was a big deal. Why would I pee inside a cup? Like, I'm looking back at it and I'm like, that was really fucked up because my grandmother was blind. I've never done anything fucked up since then to her because I regretted it instantly. Like, I was like, damn, why did I even do that? Like, that was fucked up, but I grew and became her best friend. Whenever she told me that she wanted to go somewhere, I'll take her there. Me and her became best friends. I grew. I've never done anything remotely close to that ever. Since, you know what I mean? So can you imagine if the Christian God is like, oh shit, look at what he's doing, and then decided to punish me? Like humans grow. We grow. Sometimes we just fucked up, but we do evolve. I've evolved a lot. Like now I'm less selfish than I used to be because I'm growing. I'm becoming more and more conscious. Yes, sometimes it might seem like I'm selfish when I'm trying to protect myself, because I do try to protect myself because we've been through a lot in this room. But I'm less selfish than I used to be. Now I'm a bit more generous. When a person needs my help, I do help them, not expecting anything in return, just helping them. And that's the kind of person that I am. I don't like competing with other people anymore. I don't really like being better than other people anymore. You know what I mean? So there's growth. But the damn age was like, those kids gotta go. Like, didn't even give them a chance to grow, to redeem themselves, to become better, to ask for forgiveness. He's done a lot of horrible things. Hardened Pharaoh's heart and then punished him. It's like, he didn't have a choice. He hardened his heart. Why punished? But anyway, believe what you want to believe. I'm not here to tell you what you believe. But we shouldn't allow ourselves to be manipulated. We should try to be as real as possible. I believe that to free ourselves from this realm, we actually free ourselves mentally while we are still here, not when we die. Some people want to leave early thinking that that's them freeing themselves, but you find that there are two them attached to this realm. They even figured out how to see when they're being manipulated. Maybe someone is exiting this room because some girl broke up with him. So he still believes in love. And then he leaves. What do you think is going to be, what do you think is going to happen when he's, dealing with entities whose their job is to actually bring you back here, and they're more advanced than what you were dealing with here? You see? So we need to keep our eyes open so that we can set ourselves free. Thank you all, guys.